Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Brick Tipster here, and I just want to come at you guys with a video about LEGO conventions. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, you're on this video because you're like, okay, is Brick Convention a good convention to go to? Maybe it's your first LEGO convention you've been to, or maybe you've been to several. Now, there's a couple brick conventions, well, LEGO conventions, I should say, that are the top dogs. We have Brick World Chicago and Brick Fair Virginia. Now, maybe you do not want to fly out or drive out to those, and you might be having a Brick Fest live coming around to your location, or a brick convention. Those are usually the smaller ones that kind of make it around the states. Now, I did not hear very positive things about Brick Fest live, so I did not go to that one, but I did go to Brick Convention, which actually, this year, 2023, was the first year Brick Convention was actually in the state of Minnesota. It was actually the state of Minnesota's first LEGO convention. So I just wanted to share some of the videos and pictures of the things that I saw there, so you kind of have like a little bit of a clue of what you're going to be walking into and if it's worth the drive or the $15 admission fee to go see it for yourself. Now, like I said, there was lots of mocks there, which stands for My Own Creations, as well as awesome vendors to look through, and we even had a LEGO master that was there, not one of the judges, but one of the contestants from the show. He was there signing autographs, and you can talk to him, as well as AC Penn, who is a world-renowned LEGO builder. A lot of his stuff ends up in the LEGO house in Denmark. So it was just a really fun experience. I just want to share that with you guys, and you guys can come up with, like, is this something that you and your family want to go to? And of course, at the end of this, I'll do a conclusion. Upon entering the convention center, up front and right away, we saw Bricker Builds. Now, Bricker Builds is actually a bunch of custom designs done by them. It is an online store, but they do go to conventions quite often where you can actually buy these models that you're seeing right here on the screen. The instructions are included, all the pieces are included. You just have to pay the price that they're asking for it, and you too can go home with one of these that maybe you would never see as actual LEGO set. So they were really awesome. The Star Wars ones specifically were really cool. And speaking of Star Wars, they actually had a bunch of lightsabers that you could pose with. Those are all for sale as well. I really liked that Zelda sword there. Then we had those Pokeballs, and then also the shields there, along with the other busts that you kind of see right there. One that really was close to home for me was the Halo Spartan's helmet. Here's a picture of it. And then we'll continue on with a video. There is Mario, a couple of Mario things. And over here was Jurassic Park. My goodness, the mosquito and the amber was awesome. So were the hatching eggs. I thought those were really cool. You guys can see the prices down below right there for those. My favorite also was the shaving cream can. I thought that was really cool to include. But like my favorite one was definitely the Velociraptor coming out of the egg that you can see here in this picture. But it was just wonderful to see these things. And going along, they had a bunch of other things from some Marvel movies as well, which I just really enjoyed looking at all that they had. Coming around the corner, they actually had some art. So you see Spider-Man and Mario, but then afterwards you see Venom and Luigi, and that is using cheese slope for the different perspective, which I just thought was super cool. Over here we had a great ball contraption. If you've never seen one of these, they are super cool. These guys had made one. I loved the usage of the Black Falcons, but as you can see, the balls get catapulted into the castle. They drop down into the castle. They're going to start getting fed into the actually running system here. So I'll just go ahead and let you guys enjoy this as we walk through. I'll pop back in for some commentary as we get closer to some of the ones that were really near and dear to my heart that I thought were just super cool that I wanted to showcase. Now, I loved the robot grabbing the balls and throwing them overhead, leading, of course, into the wonderful Ferris wheel. And then, dun 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 dun, yes, we had Super Mario, really cool as well, getting shot in there. It reminded me of definitely mini golf, but I just loved the tubes and just the backdrop that they put for that. This was my absolute favorite right here, was this elevator. The smoothness of those balls going straight up, I just thought was super cool. And that leads, of course, to this city backdrop with the Batman tumbler there. And then the balls go up that conveyor belt and actually go all the way back to the very beginning of this great ball contraption. So well done to those creators that made this. It was a wonderful build to see. Now over here, I just wanted to showcase some of the things that are actually for sale. That was Victoria's Secret that we're passing right here. They were selling sets as well as a lot of minifigures. So as you're kind of walking, they had all the people that were selling things on the right hand side of here, whereas a lot of the mocks were on the left hand side and dead in the center. Over here we had some really cool just ways in which that you can display Lego, like in earrings. Of course, Big Kid Bricks, one of my personal favorite for custom minifigures. And then right over here we had this guy, and he brought so many minifigures and sets. I was blown away. I took several videos and pictures. I just could not believe the plates after plates after plates of minifigures. We do not have a bricks and minifigures here in Minnesota, but this definitely made me feel like I was seeing one when I saw this guy and the amount of minifigures and sets that he had brought today for this event. Now you might actually wonder, did I spend any money at this seller? And the answer to that is actually no. A lot of the minifigures that I really want, I already have purchased because a lot of times they will just always continue to go up in value. So I went ahead and purchased those that I really liked. So this was not a temptation from that, and it did not hurt my wallet, but it was still great to see. Now, if you've watched my channel a little bit, you'll know that art sets are actually something that I do love, using studs and flat tiles to make awesome pictures. And this guy, Donut Bricks, did a great job with so many. These last couple of portraits I was blown away with. Just the lady and then the boy. I mean, like, you get closer to them and you're like, what is that? But you step away and you're like in awe. So those were a couple that I just thought were super, super cool, because I respect the time and effort it really takes to put in. As you can see right here, this is a sea of 6,912 studs. This was a video that I put out. This is a short, but I did do a full-length video on Aragorn as well. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, this took 3 Batmans to do. The instructions were $10, and it was it took a long time, but it was a joy to see him completed. Now moving on, we actually had AC Penn there, who is a master gallerist. His stuff is seen in Lego House there in Denmark. And this is one of his most notable displays, and that is, of course, of the hangar bays of Naboo, with those Naboo starfighters from Star Wars Episode 1. Here's also another Star Wars Episode 1 mock that you'll see right there. Moving on to another Star Wars Episode 1 mock with the battle between Qui-Gon, Darth Maul, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Over here he had from A New Hope, the awards ceremony. That one was really cool with the 20th century, or not 20th century, but the 20th anniversary minifigures on the bottom. And we have here Grogu being taught by Luke Skywalker from the Mandalorian show, with, of course, the N1 Mandalorian starfighter over there as well. And then we have another scene from Mandalorian with the Hutts on their little bed there getting carried around. AC Penn is just really well known for his Star Wars mocks, as you can see here. Maybe you've seen the Naboo one traveling around as well. But in addition to Star Wars, he's actually very well known for his Botanical Collection as well. The flowers that you're seeing, a lot of them have actually been featured at the Lego House in Denmark. I just love how he's able to just translate Lego pieces and the parts usage that he has to just really bring out really these real life flowers in Lego form. It was just something really, truly awesome to see. I loved the millipede in this garden set right here. Just going through all these flowers, and just his ability to use the teeth for the pine cones. And it was just so awesome to see how he translated Lego into these wonderful flowers for all of us to enjoy. And that will never wilt. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Moving on, if you're a DC fan, here's a couple things, but prior to that we have, of course, this awesome laser tag display there, bringing back great memories of when I was a kid. But here is, well, you see the Hall of Justice right there. I am definitely not the largest DC fan, so I can't really speak to too much of this display, but it was still very cool to see. I do know, however, though, I believe that is the Daily Planet. But this is, and was really cool to look at, even though I am a large Marvel fan. And then over here we have a woolly mammoth display. Really loved that. I regret not being able to have any of those animals. Then some other mocks that you see. Here's a big modular cityscape that you have there. This one I thought was super cool. It was Mount Rushmore from the Lego movie, or the Lego Batman movie, I believe. I thought it was super fun to look at, and I thought it was just really well done. And we have this medieval kind of like castle slash building mock that I just really enjoyed. I thought they did a great job on it. Oh, Minas Tirith. Oh my gosh. So this was a microscale Minas Tirith, of course, and I just loved it. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I have all the Lord of the Rings sets, and I just loved seeing this in microscale. And here we have Boba Fett. He is super cool. The amount of pieces that they've used for him and what they used to get that look was just really fun, just to kind of get in close and look at that. Well, LEGO fans, that about does it with the content that I wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully by now you have a little bit more of an understanding if this type of convention, the brick convention, is something that you want to go to, maybe drive out there or pay for. Hopefully some of the videos and pictures that I shared with you helped you along that road, just to see if this is something you want to go out to. I truly enjoyed my time there, even though it was a little bit of a smaller venue. I really enjoyed what I saw and was able to experience there. If you liked this video, please give it a like, and if you would like to see more content on either mocks or just general information about certain things or what you can buy from Bricks and Pieces, then please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And as a thank you for doing so, here's a picture of a baby giraffe.